Halfway through the dinner, I started to get like excruciating belly pains. Welcome to Blue Lagoon.
Food never disappoints in Malta. And with the fact that we know the ferry costs €1.50 or something to get to Gozo, so it's just, I don't know why you pay €60 for. Our dungeons. What's this one for 35? Just makes you feel like you're in another planet, really, isn't it? Oh, hello and good morning. We are now, this morning, just got our tour bus to Slima, and from here we're gonna go to another bus which is gonna take us to the north tour at 11 o'clock. So we've got 40 minutes here, but what we already noticed here is there's a lot more tourists. There's a lot more places where you can buy cruises or tours to Gozo, to the Blue Lagoon. When you're in St. Paul's Bay, there's literally one or two places and that's it. And here it seems to be like the mecca of the tourists. We spoke to a few locals as well, and they said definitely go and see Slima, because it's so much better for shopping and for restaurants and everything. He said even Valata is a bit small compared to Slima. So we're now scanning the places while we're waiting for our next bus to take us to the north tour of the bus tour, where we're going to go and see a few bits and bobs, but mainly Mdina. And we stopped by this lady and she offered us, well, I think it's the same for everyone, €40 per person to go to Gozo. The issue is though, they go from here, they don't pick you up from your hotel or anything like that, so you have to make your way to Slima like earlier on, make it 10 o'clock here, and then they'll take you. But it's nice because you go to the Blue Lagoon as well. Better music there.
Well, the tail end of 2023 saw her love story all over the press.
Morning. And they'll take you to the Blue Lagoon. It's just quite pretty. They'll show you a few caves and that. What time is your start day for Gozo and the Blue Lagoon? 10 o'clock.
This one is the timetable. If you want, you can take a photo.
And is that like going to Gozo and Comino? What's that, Comino?
You can stay 2 hours and a half Gozo, 2 hours and a half Comino Blue Lagoon.
Ah, Comino Blue Lagoon.
Yes. 2 hours and a half, 2 hours and a half.
Right.
The order for visit the island is your decision. For example, if you want going first one to Comino and then Gozo, yes.
Yeah.
Or first Gozo and then Comino.
What's this one for 35? The ultimate travel.
This one is only the boat. Gozo Comino is 30. This one includes the minibus in Gozo.
And what's this one?
And this one is the Hopon bus Malta.
Oh, just the bus.
The bus here in Malta.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
It seems like everyone starts at 10 o'clock from here.
Yeah.
Two companies depart at 10 o'clock, another one at 10:30.
Yeah. But the thing is, we have to get a taxi from St. Paul's Bay, come here for...
No, we have a stop in St. Paul's Bay.
Oh, so you can pick us up from there?
The boat.
Oh, okay.
Because the boat stopped there at 10:40.
And we don't know what that is.
This one is close to
Sirena
St. Paul's
Jetty.
Bay, it's here.
Oh, so if we make our way to there...
You can catch the boat from Bujiba. And the timetable for you is different for there.
What time would we be taking off from there?
Because the boat starts there at 10:30 and you come back there at 5 o'clock.
So 10:40.
10:40 from there, from St. Paul's.
Bay, yes.
Yeah. That's easier.
You
Rather
need,
than coming here.
That's nice. And is the price is 40, yeah?
it's the same price.
And where do we go? So we go to that place to Gozo first. We
Gozo
stay 2
Comino.
hours there.
It's the same. The difference is the boat starts 10:40.
Would the boat stop here, or is just completely different boat?
No, it's the same boat. It's this one.
So would this boat go from here, take us from St. Paul's, and then right, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Shall we get this?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get this.
My card?
Yeah, he's got the card machine.
That's better because it picks us up from St. Paul's.
We just need to know exactly.
For tomorrow. Right?
Tomorrow, yes, tomorrow, please. So we need to be there tomorrow at 10:40.
Well, exactly.
Earlier.
10:25, 10:30.
Yeah.
Sirens Jetty at 10:40.
Okay. Perfect.
Wait. First is with the ticket and then the payment.
Yeah.
There, look here. Yeah. So we decided to stop by Mdina, and so far it looks amazing, doesn't it? Just the entrance, loads of like horse carriages.
Like one big fortress.
Yeah, very tight little streets, and you can get a horse carriage to take you around, and in an hour we can go and catch the next bus to take us to Rabat, and so on and so on. But let's see the entrance. That looks lovely. Thank you. So we've got a museum.
The Medina Dungeons Museum.
Wow, dungeons. We've got
Museum of Natural History.
Natural History Museum, and it continues.
They make you pay,
Yeah,
whereas ours are home free.
yeah.
Dr. Carlo Centium.
Museums are free in England, for whoever doesn't know. Souvenir shop. Monastery. Don't know which way we should go. I've got a feeling of left, but there is. Let's go left then. Let's follow the crowd this time. We usually don't, but
No, loads of people were going there as well. There's another glass place. If you wanted to, you didn't need to go to the glass factory, was it?
oh, it's like a village. What is it called? Crafts Village. We didn't stop there because people that we met on the flight told us that it's a bit of a waste of time and everything is pretty modern. Look at the street.
It's like a money making thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like how to make glass. We all seen that, and you don't need to go there. They said because it's scenic, and they had the aviation museum, but that wasn't a big deal either. And they missed the bus, so they were a bit disappointed by that. It's something else, I don't know if you mentioned, but everyone is so nice here in Malta. Wow, that's pretty.
That's what it means.
I love the tree. That's beautiful. And there's the entrance. Very, very pretty. Looks like a dungeon inside. Yeah, everywhere we go, everyone's really nice. And I'll be honest, the food is amazing here. The wine. We had Maltese wine the other night. And it's this soft wine. And there's no like that nastiness that you feel of wine sometimes, to the point that you need a bit of ice. We really enjoyed the wine. But yeah, really impressed by that service that we get. Yeah. Yeah.
But it's into the wall.
Yeah, clever. Yeah, so that makes you feel nice and welcoming everywhere. There's a mandarin tree there. There's loads of trees, olive trees, and what's interesting is like they actually have olives on them, don't they? Beautiful here. Yeah, just makes you feel like you're in another planet, really. There's another souvenir shop here. Not open though. Oh yeah. Let's see where would that lead us.
It's like so tight.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It takes you back in history. I can imagine like a lot of people probably coming down here, like locals, people that lived on nights and stuff, walking around. And now we're standing in their footsteps.
Yeah. Very old. Don't look very pretty today, but hey ho, we're pregnant.
Where's my mom? Where's the little?
So we got on our cruise IC Malta that we got yesterday for €60, which does not include the bus. And we're just a bit confused what we paid €60 for, because the ride to the boat was great. It was about 20 minutes. There was no guide to tell us anything about history, etc, etc. There was nothing. We were just all sat there doing nothing. We got here and then they said, well, you know, you could buy another excursion to go and see the caves for €15 per person. And we're like, that was included in the other offer that we spoke to that other lady. That was already included. Anyway, and they said you come off here now, and at 2 o'clock we'll take you for the Blue Lagoon.
If you want to get off.
If you want to get off to Gozo. But you have to get the buses. Well, like, we don't need to get the buses, do we? You could get to places without the buses. So it's just, I don't know, we're a bit confused what's going on. Why do you have to get a bus? Can you not just walk there? So yeah, even with the fact that we know the ferry costs €1.50 or something to get to Gozo, so it's just, I don't know why you pay €60 for. Some taxis to get somewhere. But this is the main exit from the normal ferries that you'd get. You'd go and wait for the ferry there. So if we get really bored, I guess we could just get the ferry back.
Comino.
So we're just walking. Well, he basically said whoever wants to leave on Gozo, stay in Gozo. If not, you go into Blue Lagoon. The thing is, there's nothing to do in Blue Lagoon. That exhaust, disgusting. But yeah, it seems like there'll be few churches to see, and then we'll just sit somewhere to eat something, I guess, and wait for 2 o'clock. Here we are. We sat to have a burger. This lovely place. I'll tell you one thing, food never disappoints in Malta. It's really, really good.
Welcome to Blue Lagoon in Comino. As you can see, it's very blue. But again, you're literally just stopped here. We got here now. It is 2:20 and we're here till 4 o'clock. And that's literally it. There's a few food trucks over there. It's good for the summer because people can get in the water and jump in and have, like, you know, a proper kind of beachy day and stuff. But right now, in the winter, and people aren't getting in. People are like wrapped up in stuff and planning on walking up the hill, but I just don't think you need to be here for 2 hours near enough, or an hour and 40 minutes. It's just not worth it. And for €60, it's definitely not worth it to just be here. And no, definitely not. And there's not really like a tour operator doing it. They're just driving you. They're not explaining anything. They're not talking about history. That's it. So apart from the water, that's all I'm enjoying.
There's the two ladies that stayed on didn't go to Gozo.
Look, see, people are getting. So guys, we're packing now, getting ready to leave the Salini Resort Hotel and Spa. As you can see from last night, we ended up going to that restaurant, and as we mentioned, we've never been disappointed in any of the food that we've had since we've been here in Malta. But last night, let's just say it was a no-go from us. So basically, I ordered calamari. And the calamari was meant to be basically all, battered with tartar sauce. And then Addy ordered fish soup. And basically, we ended up getting them to come out. When it came, the fish soup, Addy mentioned it had like 2 pieces of fish inside it. Basically covered in bones. Every time she took a bite out of it, she just had to keep pulling fish bones out of it, which was just an absolute nightmare. And then in terms of mine, the calamari came out, but it wasn't the calamari that I'd chosen. So previously, before this, the lady went through all the specials, and one of the specials was stuffed squid with seafood inside it and some parmesan or mozzarella or some kind of cheese. But anyway, it came. And that was what we ended up getting. But I didn't realise until I'd started eating it, and I was thinking, this doesn't seem right. But then again, I'd already ate half of it, so I didn't want to make a big fuss. So I kept eating it, and it wasn't the best, believe me. It was like, part of it even felt a bit cold, but then the rest of it was a bit warm. And then I was like, okay, yeah, I can't eat any more of this. And it was just very stringy, the way calamari can be, or squid, whatever. And then we had our mains. I had pork belly and Addy had the rabbit. The thing is with the rabbit, she's been so excited to have the rabbit since we've even started coming here. And it was basically supposed to be in some kind of sauce. It did mention curry, but we didn't expect it to be completely tasting of curry. So in the end, we ended up getting this plate full of rabbit, which was amazing because you're getting 10 ton of rabbit inside it, which was just like, wow. As soon as she started eating it, all she could taste was curry, and she was like, what on earth? And Addy's not a person to eat curry at all. She hates Indian food. It's not her go-to. So in the end, it was just like, no, I think she had 2 bites out of it and was just like, I can't eat it. They basically ruined the rabbit. It's not how I'd expect rabbit to be. Just like, you know, just either fry it off, put it in the oven, bake it with like just some fresh herbs. You don't need all the other, let's say, shite on top of it. And then mine came, this pork belly. Don't get me wrong, it was like a big slab. It was like huge, like this. It's like way bigger than what you'd expect to have like at home. And I'm not complaining about the portion size. But to the point where the slab of pork was that big. Part of it inside was a bit pink. Okay, you can have pork pink at times, but then the rest of it seemed to be very dry and just nasty. And again, it was just very rich. Hello. It was just very rich and just not very good. Halfway through the dinner, I started to get like excruciating belly pains. And I was like, what is going on here? And I thought, it's something that I've ate. And it's basically been like, let's say, half an hour in between each thing. So by the time we came back to the hotel, we literally had to run. We ended up running out of there, jumping straight into a taxi after getting water, and I had to come back straight away, go to the toilet. Turned out, I'm pretty sure it was the squid. The squid just didn't taste very good whatsoever. Probably shouldn't have ate it, but we went there. I ate it, realised partway through it was cold, and I was just like, no, this is not good whatsoever. And yeah, I was up for a while with a lot of pain, but it was like one of them. And then what we did realise though was the fact that the bill ended up coming for 60. Obviously, because we wanted to just get out of there because I was in a lot of pain and I just couldn't handle it. I was like, let's just go, I don't care, let's just pay it, leave. We came back and actually realised like we'd paid €60 for what? Addy got water and I got a tiny bottle of wine, which, you know, like the small ones for a glass, and obviously the 2 starters and stuff. So when you kind of worked it out, it should have only got us to about 40, mid-40s, something like that. So we ended up realising that that stuffed squid that I didn't order previously ended up being about £16-17 for a starter, which was absolutely ridiculous. And obviously Addy's fish soup as well was just ridiculous. It just didn't taste well. It had like this off taste. That's why she stopped eating it, and that's why I felt really bad after the squid, as you say. So yeah, so that was it kind of thing. We just had an absolute disaster in there. We would not recommend it. Obviously we left a bad review. The atmosphere and everything in there was lovely, but it was just the overall food and stuff just wasn't good for us. We didn't like it, which was a pity because all the reviews were absolutely amazing. But anyway, so now we've just went down for breakfast. I'm very full now, and we are now just packing. We have to leave our room for 11. Our transfers are picking us up at 11:25, and then taking us to the airport. And our flight's at about 8:30, something like that, and we should get back into Liverpool for about midnight. Part of us are like really excited to go home because we feel like we've been here for months. And you know, when you've just kind of had enough, when really we've actually only been here for a week. But I think we feel like a week was just enough rather than doing 2, because we would have started to get bored. With it being winter season, there's not a lot to do. Like, we like to go swimming in the sea and stuff, but you can't really do that. It's just too cold and it's very choppy. But then some days you can have like quite warmish days, like 18, 17, which is perfect for December. It's a lot warmer than England, so you can get in the water if you've got the balls. But anyway, so yeah, so the plan is today is to just pack, come out of the room, give the bags to reception, and then we'll probably most likely end up hanging around the hotel rather than going into Boogie maybe. We're not too sure yet, we'll see. But we do know that there's like a games room, so we might end up going to play some air hockey, is it? Yeah. So we might end up playing that. Yeah, it's tiny. It's just got air hockey in it, pool, and just like 2 driving games. But might do something like that and then just chill in the lobby for a bit to just absorb. So yes, stay tuned for departure.